over to you. Cindy Cobb is an interesting character because she had this recording. She put it in her safe for years and before she revealed it to police. As you just heard, she has motivation to want to get Erica locked up. And yet we also can't forget that on the night this all happened, that she allegedly knocked on the door of Christopher Mike Stefanko, now Erica Stefanko's husband, knocked on the door, said, Chad's been trying to reach you. Chad's been trying to reach you. What was she doing up at that hour? So your thoughts on her role in all of this?
I think that's actually one of the best parts I've heard the defense at least allude to, which is that they're doing it because it comes down to visitation. That could have been explained or demonstrated a little bit better by saying it's about a connection, about someone who has been banished from his tribe. That's Chad, the father. And at this point in his life, he'd be willing to do anything he could to get to see his baby, which was what was the motivation for all of this violence anyway. And that it doesn't cost him a thing to throw this woman under the bus now, since she was shacked up with his best friend, or former best friend. And if he can get something out of it, well, why wouldn't he? So I think it really comes down to that and that connection. And now Mama Bear, who it's also her flesh and blood, she's not getting to see, and this is Grandma Bear, the mother, she's not getting to see that baby either. And so there's huge incentive on a grandparent's part to want to help facilitate that whole family reunion, if you will. And so, gosh, I mean, people will identify with that. And lastly, what should have been alluded to is, although the government's going to say, oh, we didn't cut a deal with Chad. I mean, he's got life without the possibility of parole. Was that right? Well, first of all, prove it. Don't say it. And show me where you didn't do that. But second of all, one of the big things they have to trade for people in custody is better treatment. Had the defense pushed on the fact that, what do you want to bet that Chad's in prison and someone's threatening his life right now because he's to some degree a criminal celebrity, and they're trying to intimidate him or do something, and now he wants some savior to come and give him better treatment, better cell movement, maybe different prison, to keep him safer. And this is what he's willing to trade to get it. But notice they didn't even get there on that. I don't understand that.
Right. And I want to touch upon that in a second, because that's a good point that we've talked about in this case. What could he receive in exchange for this? But talking about Cindy Cobb, let's just stay there for a second. Here's more of the defense implicating her in this case.
Ladies and gentlemen, with respect to the phone call that Mr. Travis received at the pizza shop